Hello and welcome to the Checkmate podcast. I will be your host Elissa to give you the rundown with the F1 world, including race weekends, championships, and so much more. On this episode of Checkmate, we're going to be gathering up some of the gossip from behind the scenes of the paddock you might have missed throughout the week. Toto Wolff was announced to serve as a guest lecturer as part of Harvard Business School's MBA program after being appointed an executive fellow of the institute. The job of Mercedes team principal and CEO was created through a link with Harvard professor Anita Elbers, who spent time behind the scenes with Mercedes in 2021 and produced a case study of how the team prepared for, participated in, and analyzed their Grand Prix results. Wolff has helped teach that case study to students on campus and will now link up with Professor Elbers to deliver a short course for first and second year students titled Mercedes F1, Leading a High-Performance Team from January 2024. Sebastian Vettel has announced that he will return to the Goodwood Festival of Speed this year. The four-time F1 world champion will use his time at Goodwood to promote the sustainable future of the sport. The former Red Bull, Ferrari, and Aston Martin driver will star on the Goodwood Hill in multiple cars from his own collection, including Nigel Mansell's championship-winning Williams FW14B and Ayrton Senna's McLaren MP4/8 from 1993. If Michael Andretti is successful in joining the F1 grid, he plans to enter teams in Formula 3 and Formula 2. The most high-profile bid to enter the F1 grid in 2025 is an Andretti Cadillac plan. If an entrance is allowed, Andretti plans to build a feeder scheme in Europe, similar to what he has done in IndyCar in America. "We'd set up shop in England where we'd have the engineering shop for the F1 team," Andretti told Racer. "If the F1 deal comes through, I want to do Formula 3 and Formula 2 as well." The FIA has confirmed adjustments to Formula One's post-race protocols following the near escape of photographers in the pit lane by Alpine's Esteban Ocon at the end of last weekend's Azerbaijan Grand Prix. On the final lap of the Baku race, officials failed to notice that Ocon still needed to pit, and photographers were permitted to assemble at the start of the pit lane, where they were waiting for the top three finishers to arrive in parc ferme. The FIA confirmed in a document outlining post-race protocols for Sunday's Miami Grand Prix that technicians, other workers, and VIPs will not be allowed to enter parc ferme until the last car has crossed the finish line. The document said, team mechanics are not permitted to move from their garages to the parc ferme with cooling fans in anticipation of their cars stopping at the end of the race until after the last car has taken the checkered flag. Any other personnel or VIPs are not permitted to enter the pit lane until after the last car has taken the checkered flag. Any infringement will result in the removal of passes from the teams in question from subsequent events, and potential reporting of the infringing teams to the stewards. After the Baku incident, stewards had met with officials where an agreement was made that the rules would be updated in time for Sunday's race in Miami. Thank you for tuning into the Checkmate podcast. I've been your host Elissa with the gossip behind the paddock this week, and I'll hopefully see you next time with another episode.